Hello and welcome back to the channel, everyone. I hope that you all are well and you're having a nice time. So a little late for the final deadline for the FPL Game Week 4. Also, it is the deadline day of the transfer market. So yeah, a lot of deadlines to catch up. But yeah, we're gonna talk about how the team is looking like. You can already see that I have the DraftHound platform open. You can see the rank chart there, and you can also see my team on the right hand side of your screen. So. Let me just move my self so that you guys can see me perfectly, see my team perfectly. Oh, what? Sorry about that. Let me just fix these together. So yeah, sorry about that. I was in a rush, couldn't correctly place myself here. I think it's perfectly fine now. So yeah, on the right screen, on the right side, you can see this. So you can see my team, and 68.3 is the expected points. We're going to make some changes and do some magic wand thing where I'm gonna fix the team and let you guys know that how my team is gonna line up. And also you can see the rank chart. You are only 1 point from 1 million rank. So yeah, very terrible rank as of now, but you're hoping to move forward, and you can get access to this platform by clicking the link below. Click that link below, go to their website, sign up. You can get some free features, and there are these premium features available like home player no, not home, sorry about that, player rankings, fixture analysis, player comparisons, predicted analysis, predicted lineups, and all the important stuff for your analysis, like the expected points, overall ownership, and positions, and all sort of stuff. You can also get the expected points to the maximum of 3 game weeks and to the next 7 or 8 game weeks. So yeah, it is all available in DraftHound. Sorry if I do make a little bit mistakes, because I've had a very tough day at work. So yeah, now looking at my team here, thank you all if you've joined in. Please do like, comment, share, and ask whatever your questions are. I'm gonna answer your questions, answer your queries. Yeah. So it'll all happen in this one. I'm gonna be here for like next 30 minutes, and we're going to be chatting about FPL and all the stuff that goes by. So looking at my team, I've got Pickford in goal, which is a very scary sight, not going to lie about that. Chilwell, Colville, and this game week I'm going to start Estupinan in the goal. And I think that the reason to start Estupinan is pretty straightforward, and that is because he is ranked among the defenders that are in top 5 for the expected returns, attacking returns, in the next 2 or 3 game weeks. So that is why I want to start Estupinan. He flopped in the previous one, but I do not expect him to flop again. I think that this could be a good one against Newcastle, who are leaking goals. So I'm going to play Estupinan. And what I expect to do this week is bench Colville, who is, I think he's fine, but he went off due to an injury. And what if he doesn't start? It will be a little bit of setback for me if he doesn't start and comes off the bench. If we look at the predicted lineups of Chelsea, I think Colville is going to be starting, but I don't want to do the risk. So yeah, Colville is going to be starting. He's the key man, but I don't want to do the risk with Chilwell already in the side. I'm going to give Udogi a chance, who's got more expected points than Colville. So I'm going to do this very straightforward. Zehan is here. Hello, bro. Hope you are well. So coming back to the team, this is how my defense is going to look like. Now, looking at the midfield, I have hold Martinelli. I have held Martinelli. I will be holding Martinelli, and I know a lot of you would not agree with my transfer strategy, but the reason is that Man United are without Shaw. They've signed Regulon, but I don't think he'll come in straight away. They are without the likes of Varane this week, and let's look at their lineup. Man United lineup, and that would be Wan Bissaka, Lindelof, who is not a very good centre back. Obviously, not as good as Varane is. Martinez, Dallo. Dallo is going to play. He can be a good one if you are looking for punts and want to go for the wild card. After the international break. Casemiro, Ericsson in, Anthony, Bruno Fernandes, Martial, and Rashford up front. So if Rashford starts up front, it is going to be a little bit of a setback, because I don't want to see him start there. I want to see him here and Martial here. So I think, and also I think that Hoyland that they signed is expected to start. Are you usually good at FPL. Yeah, bro, I am good at FPL. Last season, I made it around 30, 37K. I did hit 32K once at some point in the season two, and I finished at around 67K last season. So I am usually around in the 100K. So that is fine. This season specifically, things have not been going my way during this very start. But yeah, we're going to do some more work on the strategies, and we're going to look at some better players. So the move that I went with during the start of the season was Rashford and Bruno, and usually they both fire, but they couldn't. So yeah, that was a setback for me and for the rank. And similar is the case with Martinelli, who has been pretty shit since the start of the season. But I have held Martinelli so far, and I think that he can hurt. Manchester United without the likes of Varane and obviously Shaw, who was their main man when they were creating more and more chances. So I went Martinelli. Saka stays in. Mitoma, I have to keep him. Thinking of Salah and Martinelli to Sterling and Madison. I think those are pretty great moves. Those are amazing moves, Zehan, and you can definitely do these moves. Madison is one of the very popular transfer and is one for the long term. And I'm not pretty sure about Sterling, but for the short term, I think Sterling is a good one. You can get attacking returns in the game versus Nottingham Forest and even Bournemouth. So I think that's fine. If you're not looking to play that wild card, I'd say go for these two picks. They are for the long term, and you can save your wild card for the game week 7 or 8. That is, the later half of the first segment of the season. So you can save your wild card, go with these two picks, and they're going to give you returns. There are returns in Madison and Sterling. I personally have a Madison FOMO because I didn't go with him, but yeah, it is what it is. As of now, I'm pretty happy with going for Bowen, who is going to be my punty punt for the week. I have taken out Bruno Fernandes and went for Bowen instead, and then Rashford stays in. I'm not going to get rid of Rashford up front. It is going to be Watkins and Haaland, and obviously my bench looks a bit shit, but Archer, obviously at 4.5 million, is now at Sheffield United. This was one reason why I went for Archer. He is going to feature. I am expecting him to start. Bayer is injured. He's not going to feature in this game, but there are some changes that I'm looking to make from after we return from the international break, and those are Pickford has to go. He definitely has to go. Martinelli has been given one more game. If he flops, I'm going to take him out too. So these are the two moves. Third one is going to be Mitoma, not now, but at some point this season, in the first 10 game weeks, I would have to get rid of Mitoma. I had that in mind, and I have a replacement in mind, but yeah, Mitoma has to go. That would be third one. And obviously I would have to get rid of Watkins too once the tough fixtures start. So yeah, these are the 4 or 5 moves that I would be looking to play through with the free transfers in the upcoming game weeks. If you've got questions, definitely do throw them my way. I'm going to try my best to answer your questions. So the good part was I held Bruno Fernandes last week, and after his returns, it actually helped my rank. So my worst rank, as you can see, was 2.4 million, and now I am currently just 1 point away from 1 million. So we're reaching there. We're gonna break through. Don't worry, I will be back in my usual form. Just a bad start I've had. And I think a lot of managers are struggling with the heavy assets, with the likes of no Kane this season, Haaland not firing the way he should have had, Rashford and Bruno not in their usual form, and then obviously Martinelli, who was a very good asset last season, he's costly now and he's not returning points. So this is what the situation of the team is looking like. I've got 2.1 in million in the bank, and 68.7 is what the expected point shows. If I reach that, I'd be more than happy to have achieved that. But yeah, Rashford is the player with the Rashford and Watkins are two players with a very low uh, expected points, and obviously Pickford, I'm not going to count him because I do not expect a clean sheet from him in that game. But yeah, I mean, he even conceded that in that cup game. So there are no expectations from Pickford. He was one bad move, but there aren't many keepers. But specifically, if you are looking at a keeper to punt on, I'm going to tell you two players. You might not agree with me, but I'll tell you why I've suggested them. So first one is Leno. Now you're going to say Fulham is a very weaker defensive side. They're going to concede goals, but Leno as of now has made 22 saves. Those are just juicy extra points at 4.5 million. The other one is Areola. I think he's 4 million. and he's made 17 saves, and he's on second after that Fulham guy that I've just mentioned. So these are some juicy expected points. With Pickford, you're getting absolute. Um, okay, I'm not going to curse here, but yeah, you're getting absolutely nothing out of Pickford at 4.5 million. He's not even making those save points. He's not even, giving back those save points. Even Turner had 3 points last game. Pickford had two or one. So this is pretty awful. Now, Zian, I hope that I've answered your question. You can definitely go with Sterling and Madison. I wouldn't ask you to think twice there, because these are two good players and their expected points are very nice. If you're looking at one player to go for, I can make a comparison here for you, and that would be Sterling versus Madison. If you're looking to compare two players, both of them have the same expected minutes. Madison usually owned by a lot of managers, and Sterling not very much. There is a huge difference in their ownership, but the expected points in the next game week is Sterling topping it with 6.7, and topping it in the next three and in next five too. The chances of him scoring are a little bit higher, goal involvement are a little bit higher, and the assist chances for Madison are higher, and that is because no, that Sterling plays Nottingham Forest at home and Madison still plays Burnley at away. Burnley played some good football in the first game. We saw them doing bits in that one. So if they can be a defensively solid side. We've seen that in the cup games they had in the Premier League 2, or the whatever it is called. But yeah, so far they have been leaky, and I think both of them are good picks. But if you're going to choose one, Sterling's expected points are a little more with Madison. I personally, if you ask me to choose one, I'd say from the eye test, it would be Madison for me. So yeah, let's check out the predicted lineups that we've got from Manchester City. If you are one of those punters and looking for Foden. So Foden is starting, and there were some rumors about Doku starting too. So you have to look at that because he's still listed as a rotator here. Julian Alvarez is the regular guy now these days after Kevin De Bruyne is missing. He's injured. Grealish a rotator. Haaland the key man. You all have that him. Rodrigo, my good friend Neil has suggested him a lot in our videos, so you can punt on Rodrigo. I'm not very satisfied with the Rodrigo's position because he is that defensive mid. He plays that holding midfielder, center midfielder position. But yeah, he's doing that box to box kind of thing, and he's scoring goals. I don't know how the hell ball finds him every time he's alone, and he does score goals. So yeah, you can punt on him, but he's not a safest pick for me. Walker, Ake, Ruben Diaz, Guardiola at the back. Guardiola has been starting. Ake, Akanji was starting too till the point a lot of managers brought him last week and he did not start. Ederson, but I wouldn't want to, go near Ederson at the price he's being offered at and the amount of saves he makes, because he makes none. I've already talked about this team, and if you already know what Newcastle side would look like. Spurs obviously Richarlison up front, Son, Madison, Kulusevski, Bissouma, Sarr, Pedro Porro, Romero, Wendy Wen, and Udogi with the Vicario at the back. Vicario is going to be a good one if he keeps keeping those clean sheet in the longer run. So this is what the expected lineups are looking like. Bowen starts this one, and I hope he fires. Usually, the first game week of first game of the game week is a stinker, but I'm hoping that Bowen fires up and provides me those returns that I want from him in that game. Obviously, I wouldn't be benching him neither against Manchester City, neither against Liverpool, because I think in the current form he is in, I think he's fixture proof. I will play him in both the games, and then all I can do is pray that he provides me those attacking returns. So let's move to the Fantasy Premier League website. Let's go back full screen. I have actually signed out, and let's do the final team. Estupinan in, Colville out, Archer on the second bench, and Bear here. Haaland still with the armband against Fulham, because I am expecting a rumble in this game from a royal rumble in this game from the likes of Manchester City, because they haven't exploded yet, and if they do, I think this could be the game they are at their home. Watkins has got Liverpool away. I think Liverpool at Anfield, Liverpool is a very very tough side, but still they do concede goals. They have been conceding goals, and I think they'd be without Van Dijk. Let's head back to Draft Hound to check Liverpool's lineup. Hopefully his card isn't reversed yet. So yeah, the key man is missing at the back. It'll be Matip and Gomez. So expect some goals from the likes of Cash or probably Watkins or probably Digne because this is what is happening at Villa or probably Diaby too. You can expect goals from Diaby too in that game. Let's just use the shortcut this time. And yeah, I think I'm pretty satisfied with this side. I think I'm pretty satisfied with this team. I am punting on Bowen, even if he's at Luton away, and the reason is that I've played safe for the first two game weeks. Nothing happened. Things didn't go my way. So you have to be, a little bit of a punty guy when things are not falling in your way. The worst that could happen is Bowen blanking, but I wouldn't be really out of the picture because there are still chips to come in, double game weeks to come in. So yeah, we can sort that out. Let's see how long Bayer is out. He'll be back till the next week, probably next week. So yeah, I'm fine. I'm fine with that. Uh, I wouldn't usually play him. He'll be on the bench, so I'd just keep him here. And he obviously doesn't cost me a lot. He's just 4 million. So yeah, not gonna follow much too because not a lot of people will be selling him. This guy has to go. He's been a very very big pain for me. Now let's look at what people are doing on here. Thanks navy blue for the RT. Let's go on the top. Oh, I like the graphics. This is another guy who could hurt me, but yeah, I'm not looking at that as of now. So Jackson, Visa, Haaland, Dale, yet again with his differentials, Odegaard, and Buemo, Foden, Son, Anderson, Chilwell, Udogi, and Flacken at the back. Estopinan has been benched. So there will be people who will be benching Estupinan. There will be people who will be playing it. So you have to decide which side are you on. Divock Origi to Nottingham Forest. Here we go. Oh, that is a big one. That is a big one. Nottingham Forest have made a lot of signings at the deadline day. So a lot of people making this move. Martinelli has been removed from a lot of sides. This was expected. This was expected. Not gonna lie. This was pretty much expected. Yeah, I'll definitely get my Bundesliga fantasy team out too before we make changes. Let's see when does the Bundesliga starts. Hopefully not today. Yeah, we've got a game at 11:30, so things are going to be wrapped up at 10:30. I will definitely let you know what my Bundesliga side is looking like before we post it. So Alvarez, big one. So he's a differential too at 9.7%. I think he is going to be serious stuff from Barcelona. Newcastle in the Champions League. Just to let you guys know that you guys see a lot of Barcelona stuff on my on my timeline because I am a Barcelona fan. Thank you, bro. Thank you for watching the stream and thank you for your love each week. So yeah, this is what my side is going to be looking like. I won't be doing any of the -4s, not going to be tinkering around much. This is what my side is looking like for the week, and I will be here till 10. It is actually 10:02 here. I'll be here till 10 p.m. for me. I don't know what the time is for, but I'm here for the next 8 minutes. If you got questions, definitely shoot your questions. I'm gonna try my best to answer your questions. And thank you all for joining in, whoever have joined in. This has been a very very good ride on the season. I'm hoping to make the breakthrough for 1,000 subs, and then we can move forward and get more and more audience because I'm covering 3 fantasies this season. Hard work, but yeah, trying my best. The big news of the day is I've kept Martinelli. I'm not gonna sell him versus a weaker, defensively weaker United, and hopefully we're gonna see a Martinelli show because a lot of people have sold him, and I will be very evil in this. I'll definitely enjoy that, and I think I would love it, and I think I really deserve it. So yeah, Martinelli masterclass incoming. Hopefully, Martinelli masterclass incoming. If it doesn't, I'll be hiding. Don't hold me up for that. Let's check if we've got any early news. We're not expecting any early news. Ooh, Foden versus Fulham. So the first -4. First -4 of the season. How bad can things go from here? There are no. Yeah, there are. I don't know if Mohamed Salah is leaving, but there are no early lineups. We do not have any of the early lineups. Johnny Wins has signed a short-term deal at Manchester United, so he'll be playing at Manchester United. They've got a centre back to play. So a lot of people have taken out Martinelli. He is definitely going to go down pretty soon. I am holding on to Martinelli. Not the best of my moves, but yeah, I think we can just pray at this point in time. And yeah. Oh, 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 oh. No Mitoma. Okay. See that, no Mitoma. This is what my team is looking like. If you've got questions, definitely ask me that. Let's just tinker around. If what if not? Let's just not tinker around here. Let's just do it here and look at the expected points. If I take a -4, I sell Mitoma, who I'm not very satisfied with. I take out Mitoma from my side, and let's say if I bring in, what are the options that I can bring in? I've got 8.6 in the bank. Let's see expected points in the next 3 game weeks, and let's put up the midfielders here. Salah at the top. Obviously, I do not have that much money. Let's just set the price to 8.6. Obviously, I won't be using all my budget, but this is just to look at. Sterling tops the list, then comes in Foden, then comes in Mbuemo, then comes in Madison, Rodrigo, Odegaard, Bowen I already have in my side. And obviously, there is Luis Diaz, Ward Prowse, Bruno Fernandes, even Eze is there. If I do go for the likes of Sterling and not Madison for the week, bring in Sterling for a -4. It'll obviously be a for a -4. So my expected points would stand somewhere around 70. And what I'll achieve from this is that I'll if everything goes my way, I'll end up getting somewhere around 66. I think that will still be just 1 point more from what I'm going to achieve now. So I don't think there is much benefit for me taking a -4, and there isn't much of a loss either. I'm getting one more point, one extra point in the with Sterling coming into my side. So where is my midfielder? Let me just clear things up and bring back Mitoma into my side. So leaving out Mitoma is gonna hurt because he's owned by 40.9% of the managers. What is Martinelli's ownership? Martinelli's ownership has fallen to 11.1%. Gonna be a tough one. Gonna be a tough one. Not gonna lie. Rashford's ownership is 37%. So I'm not gonna, there is no use of making such transfers, taking out players with higher ownership, because at the end of the day, I'll end up hurting myself and no one else. Watkins got Liverpool. His expected points have fallen. Not going to lie about that. What if I go with Alvarez? Let's see. If I do go with Alvarez here, the expected points have risen. And at the end of the day, it will be Julian Alvarez not starting. And yeah, 69.9, 70 points again, standing at the similar position that I that I talked about. Coming back, and let's just bring Watkins back into the side. Suddenly my caps lock is on now. I'm not shouting at Watkins. Let's bring him back. So 13 expected points in total for him. What if we sketch out a comparison here of them both? And then obviously after that I am gonna wrap up this one. We still have 2 minutes. Let's just do a player comparison of both. Let's just first do it against him versus Visa. If you guys are wandering around at that point, you can Varis comes in, and then Visa the other one. 65 minutes, 80 minutes. Ooh, 5.9, 16.4, 27.1. Are we expecting a Visa masterclass in this game, or are we not? 6.2 is not a very bad score. Sorry, it's not 6.2. 5.9 is not a very bad score. He's getting zero point 0.4 more than Alvarez, which is expected of him. 16.4 in the next, not big difference, not a big difference in the next five for them, but this one there's just a slight difference. And the scoring percentage of Alvarez is a little bit higher than the likes of Visa, but this is a good fixture for Visa, and I'm not gonna lie, this is a very good fixture for Visa. And if I do a comparison of Watkins versus Visa, this is gonna be a punty punt. There is a big difference, not gonna lie, there is a big difference in their expected points. Liverpool at away, not definitely not an easy game. Then Crystal Palace at home is a is going to be a good fixture for them. Chelsea at away, a little tough one. Brighton at home, a good one. Wolves at away, a good one. West Ham United at home, a tough one. So there are a lot of players that are scoring goals for Aston Villa. So we're not very sure that it is going to be Watkins who will score for them. So if you want to punt, if you want to take a punt, I'd say you can get rid of Watkins at this point and probably punt on Visa or even the likes of Alvarez for the good fixtures that they have in the upcoming game weeks. So yeah, the thank you all for watching. Let me know in on Twitter, DM me if you've got questions. We're gonna wrap things around at this moment, and yeah, this has been a very good ride with you all, and hopefully, yours and mine at the end of the day, I wish that all our arrows be green. So yeah, hopefully I'll be back with more and more content next week. And yeah, stay tuned for the Bundesliga lineup. I'll post it in like 10 minutes. So yeah, thank you all for watching, and very best of luck.